Hello everyone, so today I'm going to do a slightly different video. I want to show what I like to feed my cats because my cats are always in the background of my videos and I just wanted to show what I feed them. So when it comes to dry food, the brands that I like, I'm feeding them Ancana at the moment. This is the grasslands one with chicken, turkey, duck and quail. And then this one is the wild pear. I haven't opened this one yet, but this is poultry, wild caught fish, and cage-free eggs. And then also another brand that I like. This is the Ava brand. This is chicken flavor. Theodora is not a huge fan of this one, but the other three are. That's a little bit cheaper. Another brand of food, dry food that I like to use is Origin, but that's a bit more expensive. Akan is a little bit cheaper. What I do is I give them half in the morning. I give them half of their daily amount. Right now, Theo and Ebony are eating 55 grams. I'm working up Theo to 60 because she needs to gain a little bit of weight. She's a bit skinny, but she's always been skinny, but I want her to gain a little bit of weight. And then Bruce and Loki are eating 65, and I want them to lose a little bit. So what I do, I tend to give them in the morning about 25 to 30 grams of food, and then I mix in some water. This is what I use for some water, and then I mix in about 2 tablespoons of water in here and mix it in, and then I sprinkle this on top. This is the Seriously Good chicken and salmon sprinkles. This is really good brand. Everything I've tried from them so far, my cats have liked. So that's what I do in the morning. I keep it really, really simple for them. And then in the afternoon, they get their wet food. So let me move this out of the way, because I have a very small kitchen. Hi, babies. They haven't actually got their wet food yet. No, you have not. You'll get your food in a second. But this is the plates. Some plates that I like to use. Cut these off of Temu. But I want to get little things to put underneath. That way they're lifted. But that one is Ebony's, because they're little twin stars. She's a Gemini. This one is Loki's because it's green. This one is Bruce's, and then this one is Theo's. And I like to give them different bowls, different plates, because sometimes they do like different things and like different quantities. So yeah, it just makes it easier for me. But that's what I use for their water. I just use that. I also use this, these little spoons to mix things up. But when it comes to their base food, Ancana is a very good brand. So this is Ancana. I keep calling it Ancana, but it's not. It's Ancana. But we've got beef flavor. We've got lamb, and then I also have the chicken one. Chicken one is the most popular, but they get these in rotation, and I give them about half a can. If I'm just feeding this on its own, just with a simple topper, they get half a can each. If not, then I give them about a quarter of a can of this, and then one of these, which is Wellness Core Tender Cuts. This is turkey and duck and savory gravy, and then chicken turkey. This is a very good one too. I like that one a lot. The cats have really enjoyed it. But yeah, this is the lamb. 85% quality animal ingredients, and this is so we've got lamb kidney, lamb lung, beef bone broth, chicken bone broth, chicken liver, lamb liver, dried pumpkin, sunflower oil minerals, and then you've got vitamin A, D3, we have taurine, we have iodine. So the daily recommended amount for this is 2.5 cans per 3 to 4 kilograms of body weight a day. And because I feed them both dry and wet, I just split it in half for them. So right now they get half of one. And if I give them a full amount, a full can, especially Theo, she gets overwhelmed and she doesn't eat the whole can. So I give them half a can. So that's what I do. So today they're gonna get beef. That's what they're gonna get today. But I'll do that after. And then I add some of their supplements. So these are the supplements that I have. So in here, these are all my supplements and all my like measurements. There I've got a pill crusher. Here I've got a probiotic that I like to use. A probiotic's good for their gut health. And then I have Pet's Purist plaque powder, just helps with their teeth. So this isn't really a supplement, it's just to help their teeth. And then this again is not really a supplement. This is a green lip mussel powder. Green lip mussels are a good good food to feed them. It just helps with their overall health, and it's good for muscles, good for their skin, coat. So you can get them freeze dried, but my cats, when it comes to certain things that are freeze dried, they kind of look at it like, are we supposed to eat that? And so I find this on Amazon, so I got them that. And then the other thing that came today, which I'll show you, this is their urinary support that I bought. I was waiting for it to be delivered. But this is Cystark Complete Solution. This has cranberry, glucosamine, and green tea. It's just really good to help urinary support and stuff like that. But this is what all of the ingredients do. I do give Bruce a little bit more, and so I also Loki, because they are male. Male are more likely to develop crystals in their bladder and everything like that, crystals in their urethra, and we don't want that happening. So, which is another reason why you need to give them a moisture-rich diet. That it helps them go to the bathroom, all that stuff. Okay, now I then will give them a little bit of salmon oil. This helps with skin and hair. That's kind of leaking a bit, so I put that there. And then sometimes I give them some bee pollen. Bee pollen's good for environmental allergies. I tend to give Bruce this a little bit more than the others because he does have he does get itchy in the summertime, even when I treat him for fleas and everything, he still gets very itchy, so that kind of helps a little bit. But I don't give them bee pollen all the time because it's still not really a popular thing here, but so I just give them a little bit. That way they still get some benefit. Moving on to other like complete nutrition. So this is Lily's Kitchen Smooth Pate. This is kind of new for them all, but they seem to really, really like it. I got them from Pencil Home. They were having like buy one, get one half off. So I got lamb. I got 2 of each flavor, but I only have 2 lamb left. This is lamb. Then you have chicken, salmon, and chicken with prawn, and then chicken and game. I don't feed them salmon or fish products too often because of the mercury content. And not only that, your cat can become really, really obsessed with fish to the point they won't eat anything else. But yeah, I tend to give them, again, half of this one and then mix it in with other things, maybe half of that, and then half another ancana. This pate is a little bit thicker. That pate is a lot smoother. So every pate is different, which I find really interesting. Oh, sorry, I sneezed there. So that's pretty cool. And then we have some complimentary things. So we've got indulgent chicken cuisine. So when I mean complimentary, I mean this isn't really something that you would take all the time or on its own. So I like to feed them this. This is a seriously good indulgent chicken cuisine. We've got one with quail egg and one with prawn. they really like it. I got 2 of them this time. But yeah, they really like the quail egg, they really like the prawn. And then this is another one, seriously good. This is the bone broth that I mix in mainly with their dry food, because it just helps the dry food be very hydrated and flavorful without me drowning it. Because if I drown the dry food in too much water, then they won't eat it. However, Theo and Bruce are a lot more receptive to dry than they are to wet food still, and I've been feeding, especially Theo, I've been feeding them this diet for about 4 months now, and Theo still only finishes dry food completely, while with wet food she kind of leaves a bit behind. So with this I like to make it a bit even more special. But there's 4 pouches in this, and I only got 1 because I didn't know whether or not they'd like it. You know, whenever you have like cats or an animal and you want to buy them something, and you say to yourself, I'm only going to get 1 just so that they can test it out, or I'm only going to get 2, and they end up really loving it. But if I bought like multiple packets of that, I know they wouldn't like it. But this is what it looks like. You just tear the strip off and add it, and then if you don't use the whole thing, you can put it in the fridge and use it within 24 hours. So really good. I like this a lot. It's the only bone broth I've tried so far. And then we've got these. This is another thing from Lily's Kitchen. Haven't tried this yet. This is another complete nutrition. I'm thinking of trying this with them today. This is proper meat, tasty cuts and gravy. So this looks really fun. This has chicken, pork, gravy. It doesn't say what kind. Oh, it just has chicken and pork in it. That's literally all that's in it. But it has a lot of like minerals and like taurine and everything in it. So that's really good. Taurine's a very important mineral for cats. It helps them function completely. Then I have this, which I've tried. This is shredded fillets. This I used as a topper. Even though it is complete nutrition, I still kind of used it as a topper. But this has chicken and mussels in it, and Ebony loves fish, so I gave her like a bigger mussel, and she freaking loved this stuff. It's a big hit. These I've tried before. These are all the same flavor, but these are by Core again, Wellness Core Signature Selects. I use this as a topper too, but this is really fun. This has chicken. This does have tapioca starch and potato starch, to kind of make it thicker, which we don't really need. But it's not very high up on the list, so it's fine. It's not like one of the first things, and I only use this as a topper, so it's not that big of a deal. But this is shredded boneless chicken entree, flavored with chicken liver and sauce. And then this one is shredded boneless chicken entree flavored with turkey. Whenever I think of boneless chicken, I think of, you know, that meme of that, you know, that vine of that guy that was standing in front of the cash machine, and he's like waiting. Boneless chicken. Then I have another. This is Applause. This is complimentary food. This is not a full diet, so if I feed them that on its own, that on its own, that on its own, they'll be fine. If I feed them this on its own, they won't get their complete nutrition. But this I use as a topper. We have chicken breast and cheese, and then we've got chicken breast and ham, chicken breast and pumpkin, and which this one is the most popular one. And then we have chicken and ham, and then chicken and rice. But the rice, there's not a lot of rice in there, which is good, because rice is not really needed in cat food. In fact, carbohydrates are not really needed at all, but it's very little, and I use it as a topper. But this is the pumpkin one, and this is the most popular. They freaking love it. And then I got this one, which a couple of days ago, and this doesn't have the pumpkin one, but it does have duck, and I haven't tried duck yet, so I'm going to do that. And then I like to add like little toppers. So I've recently got these from Pets Purist. They're not a huge hit, mainly because of the texture, but natural chicken nibbles and pheasant cubes. Yeah, they're not a huge hit in this house, unfortunately. But so whenever I make their food, I tend to like soak them in some water, make them a little bit softer. But yeah, I'm probably not going to get these treats again because there's a few other treats that they like significantly more. But yeah. Right, so over here we've got these I got from Tidbit Tuck Shop. These are the ones that they like most. These are weenie buns, which are gently dried rabbit, and then banger bites, which I don't feed them too often because there's a lot of liver, but I tend to give them about 2 of these, and then I cut them into quarters. So the same thing with the weenie buns, and it's just easier for them to eat. Another one that they really loved was the dried venison pieces, and then this is the shrimplets. It's just dried shrimp that all of them really like, especially Ebony, but I tend to serve this on the side, and if I do give them this, I don't give them Scottish salmon oil. Then we've got this other one from Tidbit Tuck Shop that they really like. This is lamb, just dry lamb, and I just break it up for them. Really like that one. They weren't a huge fan of like chicken heart or anything like that, so. Then we have these Lily's Kitchen. I haven't tried these yet. These are the chicken treats. But I like to put these in these activity centers. I have one that's like a ladybug, and I like to, it kind of makes them work for their treats. And then we have these, which are went down a treat. These are Innocent Cat, and we got venison with potato, and then we have catnip and duck with catnip. Chicken and duck with catnip. I said catnip twice, but the potato is only 4%, so it's not that big of a deal. Just if you are feeding them something with carbs in it, make sure it's low on the list. And then we got these 3, which I got recently. These are a huge hit. These are so cheap too, freeze-dried prawns. They're a lot better than like sardines and things like that because they're a little bit less on the mercury, so a little bit safer to give them on a regular basis. But it's literally just 100% prawn. Then we have these cod bites, which I like to break up and sprinkle, especially on top of Loki's, because he doesn't realize that he can eat these. It's quite funny. And then we've got these cheese bites, which I don't give them often because they're cheese, and cats are lactose intolerant. But it just helps with adding a little bit of variety. Bruce doesn't like this, but the rest of them do. And then recently, I got a package with new stuff in it. So we're gonna open it and see. So this is brand new. I've never tried these before. So this is Carnal Love. I really want to try this brand of like dry and wet food too. But this is salmon mint crunchy snacks. Healthy teeth and gums. I think that's gonna go down a treat for Ebony. I don't think Thea will like that. She's not a big fan of dry, like salmon flavored, like stuff like that with salmon. Then we have chicken with thyme, soft snack for all cats, help cleanse the urinary tract. And then we have, oh goodness, duck and raspberries. And I got these freeze-dried lamb. I've been looking for like freeze-dried raw stuff for ages, and they're so tiny, but I want to try them. This is lamb. Then we've got turkey. They're just little nuggets. But yeah, yes, it says for dogs and puppies, but it's literally perfectly fine for cats. A lot of the times, things that are good for cats. A lot of things are good for dogs. Just read the back of it, and they're fine for cats as well. Then we have this. This is I got this for Bruce to see if it would help his scratching, because it's an OCD thing. an anxiety thing, and he's still like new to living with me, so I'll have venison and turkey. I am thinking of getting him a treat, food that's like not food, like a complimentary thing that's specifically for itchy as well. Like, I know Pets Purists do like itch drops. Hopefully that'll help him. But yeah, he isn't allergic to many things, so it's not like he's allergic to chicken or anything. Wheat, when it comes to like wheat and things like that, he's definitely allergic to wheat, but when it comes to chicken and things like that, he's fine, because there are many cats that are actually allergic to chicken, which I didn't know. But this is what I feed them. The last meal that they get a day is they just get the rest of their dry food along with some more wet. So like I'll mix like one of these in there, or some more pate, and kind of mix it up with some water. And then they get that on its own with nothing on top, because I've already given them everything on top in their middle meal, and then they're fine. So this is what I give them. I'm going to try some new stuff today and see what it's like. I'll actually mix it all up, and then I will show you what it all looks like near the end. So these are the meals. So they got half a can of the Arcana beef pate. And then I added their supplements along with a lot of water. I usually add about 2 to 3, maybe sometimes 4 tablespoons of water. I like to add a lot of water to Theo's because she likes hers very liquidy. And then I added Carnal venison and turkey. I added a quarter of one of these little patties because it's brand new and I don't want to give them too much. And also I want to see if they like it or not. So this is what it is. It's really easy to crumble. I also added a little bit of bee pollen and some salmon oil, and then I gave them 3 little pieces of this little Scrumbles Good Inside Out Chills treats. See if this will help any. But this is new. It isn't something I would feed quite often because it does have sweet potato and chickpea, which is not necessary, but it's a treat, and it could be a worse treat, but yes. So we'll see what this is like. I gave them all a tiny bit of bee pollen, so we'll see what it's like. But this is what I feed them. They're gonna have a nice meal, and yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye everybody. I know this is different, but hopefully because my cats are always in the background of my videos, I thought it makes sense. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye everybody.